of course, we have started and how we have evolved. And I think Ritu has very well touched upon the points that all as an organization, what you need to get is as a buy-in at the top and also at your various heads level, so that the buying is there and in order for the whole program to succeed. What we have done also in terms of, I would say, once you have started as evolved as a part of evolution process, we have started focusing, although this whole program is on job training and you train the apprentices, but what we are going forward and what we have been really focusing is increasing the intensity, so as to say, of training the our manpower, these apprentices, because we want to them to churn out, be as real good trained manpower. And what we have been talking is also engaging with various universities, including yourselves, in terms of the program that you guys have launched, in terms of getting what these apprenticeships can also with the job, can they get some degrees, some form of a certification, which will not only give them an encouragement to work and to learn, but also they that enhances their employability. So one thing I would add as a part of evolution process is has been the real focus been on creating a right platform, using a right blend of technology that we have started by creating various modules which are online content, encrypted message given to our trainees, which they use it while, let's say, somebody is traveling to the work or going back to their residence, let's say after the work, these apprentices, so they can switch on, and that will say that how much time did they actually spend on reading those contents, going through these various ergonomics videos are there, whether they it's by seeing, learning through visual effect. So those things we are trying to create. So ultimately the whole idea is it has to be a realistic learning, so that their performance is enhanced, their output is enhanced, and we create a real good resource for the future. So that's how we have been working and preparing ourselves ourselves in terms of evaluation. And in terms of initial preparation, I think Ritu very well touched on all.
Sumit, I would put it this way, that when I look at apprenticeship in isolation, then yes, that is kind of a different approach. But the way I have been positioning, or we have been working on, is part of our organization-wide talent strategy. And I think that's how it should be viewed at, because it's just not the war for talent, but it's also how much you are investing in grooming your talent and your talent strategy per se, whether you are in pharma or whether you are in manufacturing or any organization. Primarily, it evolves around three factors: buy, build, or borrow. That's only three things. I can buy the talent if it is available. I can borrow them from my group companies, etc., or I can build them over a period of time. So when we have defined our talent attractive strategy, then I need to see that how do I source those talents. Before grooming, I need to get them on board. Therefore, one of the source of getting talent into the organization is apprenticeship.
Okay.
But it's not the only one that I can rely upon. In the interest of the business, in terms of sustainability and other things, you also have campus hiring, which is graduate development program that goes hand in hand. Then you have lateral hiring. So one of the source of building bottom level talent or skill inventory, so to say, is your apprentice. So that was the entire philosophy that got constructed, and then we started doing. So it was not just apprenticeship which started, but parallelly we also got into the campus recruitment program. Start small, but span. And initially, I mean, to be honest, most of the companies, and even somewhere we were also doing in initial stage, just to comply with the law, that so many apprentices need to be hire them, train them, and after that, okay, tick in the box. And I think somewhere, maybe this is the third part of this webinar where recommendation need to be, but somewhere the statutes are such that it confuses people on the ground, including us. So you have one incentive to develop a skill through skill development initiative, Skill India initiative. You have one one side of it, which is through vocational training program or vocational trainees, etc. Then you have apprenticeship. Then you have something other. I don't know what all coming. Now there is a need to streamline this as well, so that we are very focused in what we want to do, how we want to build the skill. But having said that, once we got into this, that we need to induct apprentices in a much more structured and disciplined way, it requires interventions at three levels. One, that it is a matter of manager's time and supervisor's time or the shop floor guy to invest time in grooming them. So the mindset. So that was one, that you got to have a development mindset or grooming mindset that you have to build it. And these guys are something who sometimes they don't speak your local language. So that was another challenge, that how do I recruit apprentices which are kind of going to survive in the ocean or in the area that they are going to work, or on the floor. Second, because of diversity of the apprentice group, we needed to create the infrastructure as well.